What's up, my sad pandas? How are you doing today? Hopefully you all are doing very, very well. Hopefully, if you want to, you can go hug a panda, because I feel like that would make anybody happy, right? They're just so gosh darn derbalicious. Pandas make me happy. Manda's favorite animal by far is pandas. She's like the thing that I want to... She sometimes makes, like, vacation plans based on just wanting to see pandas. Like, oh, I want to go to Washington, D.C., or I want to go to California, because those are the two zoos that have pandas. And I'm like, alright, dude, if you really like pandas that much, that's fine. Anyways, today my main focus is actually going to be on, I wanted to talk a little bit about the time that I was the most depressed in my entire life. Or the saddest. I'm not sure if I can even call it depression. You know, I know that other people have had it way, way worse than me, and you know, I completely understand how rough life can be sometimes. And I'm not saying that like I was worse off than you guys or anything like that. I just wanted to talk a little bit about it and just, you know, if it helps you out whatsoever, good, man. Because you know what? Everybody has times when they're down, and you know what? It always gets better. Trust me, it always gets better. No, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know, whatever. So it always gets better. That's all I really want to say. How do I want to start this off? All right, let's give some background real quick. So, when I was in community college, that was my first and second year of college, I was always so busy, alright? I always had things to do. And I actually kind of enjoyed it almost. So what I did was I worked about 30 hours a week. I went to school 16 credit hours, and then when I got home, I would make YouTube videos. So for 2 years, I literally had like no free time. Now this was actually kind of nice because I didn't really have that many friends, and the friends that I did have all went away to college. So what ended up happening was I was sort of you know, I wasn't even depressed at the time. I was just so busy that I really didn't have anything to be sad about. It's just like, you know, just do life. Life happens. Just whatever. So, you know, it was some of the days I actually did, I remember very specifically my Tuesdays and my Thursdays were so rough. I would wake up around 6:30 in the morning. I'd have to get to school by 8 o'clock to start my science classes. And then I would go from 8 to 10:40. The lab usually went to 10:40. Sometimes I'd get lucky enough where the lab would actually end early, and I would get like an extra hour or two to just kind of rest or whatnot. But then after I went to school, you know, after 10:40 or whatever, I would start work at 11 o'clock, so just no break usually. It would just be like, lab's over, go to work. So I got to work, and I worked 11 to 8 o'clock. Some days it was 11 to 7, which was actually kind of nice, especially, you know, it depended on the season, you know, during, you know, Christmas season and stuff like that, oh, definitely 11 to 8. But during, you know, like March and stuff like that, when there's really not very many holidays going on, it was much better to, it was much less hectic, I suppose. Only working till 7, because after I got off at 7, it would be like a half-hour drive home. Get home at 7:30. I'd pick up McDonald's or something like that, because those are my rough days. I'm like, McDonald's makes me happy. Oh no, he's disconnecting. Oh no, I was like, McDonald's makes me happy, man. So I would eat my McDonald's, and then get home, I'd eat, and then I'd start doing my videos or my homework, you know, if I had homework or something like that, which I was not that great of a student, to be honest, during that time. Luckily, I was taking like 100 level courses that really weren't that difficult for me, or I used my smarts to kind of get me out of the problems there, but I ended up just kind of going through life. So that was the way that I lived for 2 straight years. Just nonstop, always busy. I still hung out with my friends every once in a while, but I had almost no real downtime. If I had any downtime, I'd go and hang out with my friends on Age of Empires and just play the game or talk to people. That's all I did. Because I didn't really have friends, so a lot of my communication came from video games, from just talking to randos on the internet. And I consider them my friends, to be honest. Like, I consider them way better friends than some of my friends in real life, as kind of ridiculous as that sounds. So for some reason, I'm letting this guy farm way too much. So we gotta minimize that at least a little bit. So he's gonna get a boomer up. A little bit on the late side, though, because he's gonna get his regen leads, and Zebra's kind of causing a lot of problems up in here. This might actually hurt him a lot. He's got to do something against these guys. This might kill him, man. Holy crap. A lot of balloons on the screen. I mean, I see millions going through, so maybe he got something up in time. Alright, I guess he did. Good for him, I guess. Alright, so I'm actually kind of worried that he's going to try and rush me here. So he's going to go for a pretty big rush against me. So I'm going to go for that. We're going to easily defend his rush. That was like a $5,000 rush right there. So suck my balls. We're going to own you now. So he's got a very bad defense, though. Alright, I know it doesn't look that bad. It's got can't. He's got all the basics covered, right? He doesn't have a good amount of regen camo pop power, so we're going to go for a quick regen camo. I'm going to follow up with a bunch of zebras. Or I probably should have done it the opposite way, but it's okay. Force another battle energy, by the way. Cannon ship is going to kind of struggle through those camo zebras, and we do cause a few lives of damage, but not really enough to cause any real problems for this guy. So let's go for another zebra rush this time. He's gonna go. Oh, he's gonna go for another boomerang now. All right, let's try this instead. Let's go for just a few zebras, camo regen zebra, a few more zebras. Okay, might not cause him to die, but maybe. Oh, we forced a turbocharge, but I don't know, man. That turbocharge is not reaching those camos. Oh, baby! I see millions going through. And he loses 4 lives. Oh my god, that's so upsetting. You know, when I'm like, oh yeah, keep on rushing, Chris. Oh, we did. We killed him. Oh! Whoop, 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 whoop. Tooking him down. Tooking him. We tooking him down. Alright, so let's keep on pushing here, man. Let's keep on going with the flow. Alright, so anyways, that was kind of my life for 2 years. And then eventually I decided, okay, I need to go to a university. So I ended up going to Illinois State University. And this is where I actually had a lot of troubles. This is where I got really, really sad, or maybe depressed, if you want to call it. It was just a lot of little things that added up over time. You know, I understand that I'm a bit of a loner. I'm okay with being alone a lot of the time, but I do like that human interaction in some way. So at this point, I actually lost a lot of my friends on Age of Empires. A lot of people quit because the game was sort of quote-unquote dying. So a lot of people quitting, or my friends were leaving, and like making new friends was really, really difficult. So that was like one thing that was kind of upsetting. But let's do the helipad strat. Let's do that. I'll do boomerangs as well, or wizards. Let's do boomers. It's just easier to play mid game. So that's what I'm going for. Ice Tower is good for late game. Other than that, kind of worthless. I know some people like to use the ice shards, but it's not really my style, man. I don't like to use ice shards. They're too random for me. Sometimes they pop everything, sometimes they pop nothing. So that's just not the way I like to play. I like to have very consistent towers where I just know this tower will defend no matter what. Kind of like a 3-0 boomerang or a 2-3 boomer. It's just like, I know what they're going to do. So I remember so I'm going to bring you guys back all the way to my first days of ISU. So because I was not actually a true freshman, I was just the first person there. I had to live in the dorms for the first year. I didn't really have to, but I had to know that I was going to go there over a year in advance, and it was almost impossible to make that happen. So anyways, I just realized that I did something sort of stupid. I went with too many red balloons, and I don't really have the ability to get my helipad in time. So luckily, didn't rush with a bunch of red balloons, so this is going to be okay. We're going to get our helipad up, and we'll be okay. Bam. Bam, there it is. Alright, we're just going to lock him in place. I feel like it's a better thing to do. Get my banana farmer up, and I'm probably just going to do like 3 banana farms. Maybe I'll do 4, we'll see. But I feel good. You know, he's just going to be sort of defensive the entire game. Not super aggressive, so we can tell our story. So I got there, and basically my dad actually drove me down there because I didn't have my my car yet. And wait, hold on. Let me think. I did have my car. Okay, never mind. I thought my dad drove me down there. So my dad drove me down there when we did like the introduction thing, to kind of get like used to to everything at ISU. But when I actually went down there, I had to like do everything for myself and like figure out where I was going to go and everything. Actually no, I take that back. You know what happened, man? My parents ended up helping me move in. So I take that back. They did end up taking a second car down there. That's what it was. So I thought my parents were there for some reason. So they took me down there, and they kind of got me all situated. They helped me move in and everything. It was kind of difficult to move in to those places, to be honest, because it's like, you know, I was 5 floors up, so I had to put everything in the elevator, take the elevator up, and there's a lot of other people trying to move in as well, so it was just kind of hectic, obviously. I'll be a little careful here, because this is the round where yellows can come out, where a lot of people rush the heli palette players. Of course, I want to farm more. You know, I'd rather just play my own thing. He can play his own thing. Let that happen. We're going to pop a boomer in here underneath my heli palette, so we won't even see what's going on here, man. He's going to be like, oh, crap, dude. Heli palette's got boomerang shots now, too? What is this nonsense? And I'll get another banana farm. I'm probably going to chill with this for a little while. Maybe I'll get a 3rd tier if I feel extra greedy. Extra greedy. He's got a double 3rd tier left-sided mortar. What kind of plays are these, man? I have no idea. They're weird as crap, though. He's probably gonna go for a 3rd mortar. So you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of this system right here. I'm gonna get a 3rd tier banana farm. All right, so I think a 2-3 boomer is better. I just like him better. You know, he's not actually better. I like him better. So we got that guy going. I'm going to get quad darts and maybe even some camo detection up in here with our right-sided guys. And then I still got him locked in place, but I'm going to change him into, so here we go. What do we got going on right now? Follow our mouse with our razor rotors. So what is he doing, man? Oh my god. So one cool thing you can do, oh, well, I guess that's a unique little trick right there. Never even thought about that. So we're going to go for another one of these guys. You can click a tower. You can go like, oh, boomerang. And you know, he's locked in place while you pick the boomerang. If you go off the screen with that, he's still locked in place. But as soon as you move your finger back on the screen, he's not locked in place. So it's just kind of like an advanced tactic for heli palette players. So I still really don't know what I should rush with. Camo balloons are probably my best option here. So let's go for one quick camo lead. I don't know if that thing's 3rd tier or not, but I should know, but I don't. It is not camo lead pop power yet. And he is being weird. Alright, what's he doing? I don't know what this guy's doing. We're going to go for some zebras, I guess. He's got the blade maelstrom, but he's probably going to end up using this. We're going to go for a secondary zebra rush on this thing, and we should be able to hopefully hurt him at the very least. So here we go. He's going to end up using the blade maelstrom. Let's go for another one of these things. Another zebra rush. So what he can do against this, he's going to go for another blade maelstrom, it looks like. Or if he gets it up in time... Oh, Caden! Oh, man, Caden, what are you doing over there, buddy? Doesn't have good enough micro, and Caden will end up dying. You gotta have good micro if you're gonna be doing stuff like that. You know, I understand it. It's a really cool strategy. People are scared to rush those kind of things. But, didn't work out today. At all. So, yeah. So news, I moved in and everything. I brought my computer with, that I had been using for the past 2 years, that my friend actually built for me. This is where one of the biggest problems happened. My friend that built it for me, he told me he had a Windows that he could install onto my computer. I didn't understand at the time. I wasn't good at computers. But it was literally a hacked version of Windows. So I was doing something illegal for a while. Hate on me if you want. I'm sorry. I didn't even know. I wasn't good with computers back then. I just did computer things. So we got A game. I'm gonna go for another one of these strats. I think another heli palette strat might be fun. Heli palette boomer. Or ninja. It's better on this level. Or mortar. Huh. I'll go boomer. We get a bonus of mortar. Perfect. That's what I want to see here, guys. My biggest weakness is like camo leads or like really big grouped rushes. So, it's nice to have that mortar in there. Just have him bonusifying me. Bonerifying. Sounds fun. Oh no, Cobra player! Oh, Emilio, what are you doing over there? He's being a jerk is what he's doing. Alright, so we're going to go for our banana farms, obviously. Come on, give me some monies. We're going to use our road spikes real quick. And I'm going to go for some pretty quick reds. We're just going to go for 2 sets, cause some issues. I still want to get my heli palette going, though. So, I don't know, maybe we can just cause a few lives of damage. Get my heli palette just pop in the top here. Gotta wait until 42 and get him up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. But just, actually, in my last video, I got really angry because my heli palette didn't get up in time, and I lost like 50 lives in the very beginning part of the game. And that was really, really upsetting to have that happen. So we're going to go for a few more reds in here. I still want to get my second banana farm before even round 4, but I want to rush with a few reds to maybe force a 2-0 boomerang instead of more cobras. It's my goal, man. 2 zeros are not cheap. They are pretty pricey. So I'm going to go for a couple pinks in here as well. Why not? Cobras are pretty good against pinks, but I'm hoping that the red balloons are going to sneak through better than the pink balloons. So we're going to get 5 cobras already. Holy crap, man. This guy's really going hardcore. So, yeah, I had a hacked version of Windows, and, sadly, I needed to get the best upgraded window, or like the highest upgrade of the Service Pack 2 for Windows XP to use the internet in my dorm room. So, alright, this is where things start to go really, really south. I ended up not being able to upgrade to the right Service Pack because, quite obviously, it was a fake version of Windows. And I didn't understand what to do. Again, I'm a bit of a noob at this point. I don't really understand technology. Like, now, I'd be like, no big deal, dude. I got this covered. But before I was building computers, before I was really doing anything, before I understood technology all that well, you guys probably know, based on what I was talking about earlier, that I was not a good tech person. Growing up, my family was almost anti-technology. We weren't Amish or anything, but they were fairly anti-computers and stuff for some reason. Anti-internet. I didn't even have the internet until I was 17 years old. Yes, that's true. So we're really talking a couple years after having the internet. Obviously, there was a high learning curve there, so I had to get used to it. This guy's going crazy with this Cobras, though. Seriously, this is ridiculous. The sad thing is, even at this point, if I rush with, like, whites or, like, regen yellows, I can't even do much. It's crazy, but I can't even do much, man. But I think we have to at least try. Let's go for the yellow rush. At the very least, we're increasing our income. I have to, spend as much money as I possibly can. We're going to force a battle energy with this thing, though. We're going to keep on rushing, though. He's going to get a 2-0 boomer up. It's going to help against these balloons. But, there we go. We finally see the 3rd tier coming out. So that's going to stop him from building, 3 or 4 extra Cobras. In the meantime, though, right now, our main goal is obviously farming. We need to farm like crazy, my friends. Crazy. So I guess the Cobras on this map are especially good because the natural balloons are the actual hard ones to take down. Nobody cares about the scent balloons on this level. It's all about those natural balloons. They're scary. So we're going to get quad darts up. I'm going to get a boomer over here. I'm going to get a boomer right here. So I'm probably going to end up getting him up to a Glaive Lord. So just out a couple of quick camo pinks, just make him buy the 0-2 or whatever. We're going to get our 3rd tier Banana Republic already. I have a feeling he's not going to rush me. Just don't really think it's going to happen. He gets his camo section up, and honestly, at this point, he's got a pretty solid defense overall, right, guys? He does. He's got a pretty solid thing going for him. I'm going to keep on trying to farm really heavily. I'd love to get a 4th tier Banana Farm before I actually start building my good defense up. I think the main thing we're going to have to rely on is an Apache Dart Ship. Maybe a Glaive Lord Apache Dart Ship combo. So he's going to make me buy my camo detection already for this guy. I'm okay with that. It's only a little bit of money, but I still want to get at least 1 more, hopefully 2 more banana farms before I start building, anything else. He's still just being very, very defensive overall. Just kind of doing his own thing. Moabs are really not something that I can sneak through. BFBs, he might have some trouble with, but, those guys are good, man. So here's our 3rd tier banana farm already. But I have to start getting some more stuff up in here, guys. We're going to get our 3rd tier boomerang. I'm going to use all of my road spikes right now. I'm going to have to battle energy as well. Holy crap, dude. We're struggle-lugging right here, man. Get some more Apache Dart Ship, or more just regular guys. I'm going to get them up on Pursuit as well. Let them do their thing. Still not very much camo detection, though. I have only my 1 helipad for camo detection, so I want to get this 4th tier up so I can get 1, 2, 3, 15. I think I only need a few $1,000s to actually buy this 4th tier banana farm. So we go bam, bam, bam. 4th tier banana farm. He's gonna start doing it though, guys. It's ceramic time. So we gotta get all these guys up to camo detection. All right. There we go. So this is going to be the troublesome part. How long can we defend with just a couple helipads like this? We're going to have battle energy already. I want to get a Glaive Lord, but that's not even helping. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh. Gosh darn it. Alright, so the Cobras just own me right there. Nice play with those Cobras. Honestly, A-game is one of those levels that just... Cobras are good. They really are. I don't feel like I misplayed it. I could have done something better. Like, obviously, I had the 4th tier banana farm. But if I sold that thing, I would have survived for just a couple more rounds. And was just delaying the inevitability. I had to go for the win, and the only way to go for the win was to keep 4th tier banana farm and hope that I can survive with my heli pellets. Sadly, 6 heli pellets is not enough to stop those regen ceramics like that. So let's go for the same strategy, though. Hopefully I don't have another Cobra player up in here. Cobras are those stupid a-hole towers that everybody just hates, man. I hate them. Sometimes I do end up using them and everything, but I try and stay away from them as much as possible just because they are like the jerk tower to use. Okay. So no computer, no internet. I didn't have a TV yet. Well, actually, I brought my TV, but I didn't bring the cable for the TV, so I couldn't do that. This is my first time ever living without my parents, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was not very good at it. So the cool thing is they had like free food at the dorm and everything like that. I didn't have to like cook for myself or anything. I didn't have like a kitchen or anything. It was just all all the stuff was made for me at the very least. So we go, get my heli pallet up, bam, 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 boom. All right, pop most of these balloons, no big deal. Got it all covered. We got a Dart Monkey player though. We got a Dart Monkey farm player. Adolf Trump. What kind of team is that? Oh my god, it's kind of ridiculous. So 2 banana farms already. That's fast. That's a fast one. So no TV, no internet. I had this since I couldn't really fit everything in my car, I had this really crappy, literally wooden chair for my computer. So, I didn't have any friends either. Alright, so there was this weird thing. What we could do is we could end up hanging out with all the new incomers into the college. But the guy that was like the main guy on my floor basically told me, he's like, yeah, you don't need to go, man. I know you're a junior, like, whatever. You don't need to come, like something. And I'm just like, oh, okay. He's like, this is only for true freshmen. I'm like, oh, okay. So instead of like making friends on my floor or something like that, I was just kind of like accidentally shunned. Like I didn't want to like stick up for myself, and be like, I want to go though. But I want to go. So they all had this, like, freshman, like, get-together thing where they were kind of just making friends on the floor, and I was just kind of left alone, like, oh, I'm new, but I'm a junior, so I don't really count as being new. Okay, I see how it is. So in no way, shape, or form am I saying that you shouldn't go to community college to save money, because that's honestly kind of an important thing. You probably should go to community college to save money. That's a great way to get a pretty decent education while also not spending $5 million on school. So look at these road spikes, by the way. Sort of a weird way to organize them. He's going to go for a rush against me. We're going to get quad darts. I'm going to end up getting a wizard up in here as well, up to 1-1. Or at least maybe just 1-0. I don't really need anything more powerful than that. Yeah, I think we're good. Just spend a little bit and get a lot. So I think I'm going to get at least 1-2-0 banana farm and then rush with full-out yellows on round 8. Of course, he's going to pop a catapult up. That's what all the Dart Monkey players do. He's disconnecting. No, Adolf Trump, come back. They usually do end up coming back, but it's a little scary. So I didn't have any friends. I was kind of just locked up in my room all day. I would just take rent with no computer, no TV. I didn't have a phone back then, by the way. I didn't have a smartphone. I had a regular phone, but I didn't have the internet on that thing. So I was basically like, I couldn't Google the problem. I didn't have a smartphone to Google the problem. I didn't have a laptop to Google the problem. It was just like, oh, Chris, you can't have the internet on here at all. So I ended up having to try and work my way out of fixing my computer by like by going to the store and getting a Windows 10 or Windows 7 disk and upgrading to Windows 7 basically. So we're gonna go for a rush here, guys. I'm gonna go for my yellow rush. I feel like it's gonna cause him more damage than it's gonna cause me no matter what. He's gonna go for a cannon up to 3rd tier. Good for him. All right. So I'm gonna try another rush over here, guys. We're gonna go a black-yellow rush. And he's gonna sell the cannon. What the heck? Why did he sell the cannon? What are you doing over here, Adolf Trump? What are you doing over here? Yellow Bloons causing mass chaos. He's gonna get the ice tower up, but that's not helping at all. He should have went for the cannon. Battle energy's flowing over here. We're gonna go for a white-yellow rush now, causing some mega damage. Down to 55 lives already, and we got more banana farms than him. So with the battle energy surviving, he's going to get another cannon over here as well. He does end up getting the 3rd tier cannon for round 10. Good for him. So we're going to pop our boomerang over here, by the way. We go for one more banana farm, I think. And we got to go for a regen-led rush, of course. He wants to rebuy that cannon in a better spot. I know he does. So we're going to go for regen-led, followed by a couple pinks, but I'm going to wait just a few seconds. Or let's go whites underneath this thing. Let's go whites, man. All right. Cause some problems. Force a battle energy again. Cannon's good, but is it good enough? He's gonna get another battle energy coming out. He's gonna go for a rush against me. We got our boomer over here. We're okay, guys. Oh, we're easily okay. Oh, so we got the Monkey Sense Lightning Bolt over here as well. We're gonna go for a quick Zebra Rush against this guy. We gotta go for the Zebra Rush. We're gonna go Zebra, 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 Zebra. Let's see what he does. He's gonna get a Juggernaut up, and a Catapult up, and oh, he has 31 lives to go through. He's gonna end up defending. All right, good for you, little buddy. We did end up selling a banana farm to make that happen, though, so that's kind of scary. Camera detection-wise, we're actually kind of weak at this point. I'd have to get all the way up to 2-4 Boomer if he sends out a big rush against me. I don't even know if I can do that in time. He's going to try and buy more banana farms as well, though. He's got a good defense, though. He knows he's like 31 lives. Dude, that's scary to watch that happen. So there's more banana farm. Slurping that money. So, yeah, I just felt terrible. I felt lonely. Like, for the first time, I didn't have things to do. I didn't have a job at that point. I didn't have things to do. School didn't start yet for a week, by the way. I had to be there like 4 or 5 days early to get used to it. That was the worst week of my life, by far. I was getting used to all this new food that I could eat. Getting used to the dining room, having no friends, having no computer, having no TV. It was just absolutely awful. And I remember the worst thing about it actually was my back. My back was killing me. Like, the worst pain that I've ever felt in my entire life. The bed was terrible. Like, it was literally like a thin cot piece of nothingness. And on top of that was the chair that I was telling you guys about earlier. I mentioned that because it was a really big deal to me. But the chair was so gosh darn awful. So we're going to get an extra heli pallet up in here. We're going to go up to quad darts. We're actually going to put both these guys in follow mouse. And I might end up getting a turbocharge over here as well to stop the mob. But we're also going to rush with some zebras against this guy. Oh, he's going to rush me, so we're going to get a turbocharge over here. Turbocharge for sure. Battle energy plus a turbocharge. Hopefully that's enough. Looks like it will be enough. We're going to defend on our side. We're going to have to end up rushing with another mob on his side, though. We had to sell some banana farms to make that happen. So pretty close game so far. I'm going to go for some regen leads and some zebras underneath this thing. Let's see what he does. You get 4th tier cannon? Is that a 4th tier cannon over there? What? He's probably going to defend this thing. Nice job. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Oh, can we? Maybe. Oh my god, this is my 3rd call that I've gotten today. Leave me alone. Decline. How do you decline, man? Exit out. Get out of here. Alright, so we're going to go for a BFB over here. He's probably going to try and get a Super Monkey Fan Club up. I really don't know what the heck I'm going to do if he rushes me with a BFB. Oh, crap. He's going to rush me with a BFB. Let's try for it, guys. We're going to try and get an Apache dart ship on follow mouse. With the turbocharge, and we defend our BFB. We had to get an Apache dart ship to make that happen, guys. This is going to be rough. He's going to have to get a Super Monkey Fan Club up. Can he defend, though? I don't know, man. This is going to be tough for him for sure. But it looks like he will defend. This is a crazy game. Alright, so we still got banana farms over there. He's making money at this point. So we got to go for our hardcore rush right here, guys. We're thinking full-out max BFBs. You know, we're thinking 3, 4 of those guys. I can still afford those guys without selling my Apache dart ship for now. If he rushes me, all I got to do is just wait it out because he's going to end up... He doesn't really have much stuff to do. So, let's go for it. 1, 2, 3. Sell this guy as well for... Still got my Apache dart ship. Let's see what he does against this thing. Super Monkey Fan Club popping out already. Is he going to counter rush me? What is he going to do? Oh, he's going to slow it down. Just got to wait it out here, guys. Wait it out. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. And Adolf Trump will be defeated. Whoop, 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 whoop. And he's got 45 million medallions taking down those dart farm players like a boss. That's how you got to do it, boys. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, so I never really finished my story. Let me just finish the story, because it's obviously so freaking difficult to tell stories while playing this game. Oh my god, it is tough. So, worst week of my life by far. No computer, no internet, no TV, no nothing. I had no friends. I didn't know what to do. Literally nobody was there for me. and my parents were trying to give me like alone time by being like, here's your like week away from college and everything, like, and I was almost one of those guys that was just like, it's not even homesick. It was just like nothing was going my way. Everything was just working against me that first week of being there. So eventually, I got my computer working. That was one big step in my happiness, because then I could finally do things on the internet, which was very, very helpful. Eventually, I went back to I went back home the first weekend, which like nobody does, by the way, to grab my chair. I grabbed my chair, and then after that, I was like, bam! I don't have a super hurt butt or a super hurt back anymore. My back doesn't hurt that bad anymore. Amazing! It was like life was like getting good again. And then after that, because having a hurt back is like probably the worst thing ever. I think if you guys have ever hurt your back or your neck really, really bad, those are the two things that I don't wish on anybody. It's terrible. You can't walk right, you can't sleep right, you can't move your head at all. It's just nothing works well. And it's painful. No matter what you do, everything's painful. Sitting's painful, laying's painful, everything's painful. There's no way to make it not painful. Even sleeping is hard to do. You keep waking up because you accidentally move in a way that hurts your back or hurts your neck. Oh, that was awful. Eventually I started classes, and that was something to do, so that was wonderful. I just need something to do, being bored was boring me out of my mind. I don't even understand how I could never survive in prison. I would kill myself, I swear. I mean, not really, I wouldn't do that, that's terrible. But figuratively, I would hate myself so much. I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, if all that time, I wouldn't know. I honestly, I feel like it's one of the worst punishments ever. It's just to be like left alone in like soul captivity, just like by yourself. It's really sad that the prison system does that to a lot of people, not just like, hardcore prisoners that are, all they do is hurt other people, but sometimes regular people too, just put them in the hole. You see it in the movies. That's stuff that actually happens in real life too. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my story. As you guys know, it did get better, so that's the good news. College got good. I did an okay job in college and everything, but that first week was just by far the worst week of my entire life. And it wasn't insta-better either. Like, it took time, It took time. So, thanks for watching. Of course, have a super-duper delicious day.